Hey, my Liptons. So I wanted to come in here and give a little. This my like I want to put this in my Dragon Clown playlist because we have Chris Brown and Drake on in these some of these segments that I'm about to do. But then again, I have Cassie and Alex Fine, so I'm like, you know what? I might as well put this in my pop culture talk playlist. Um, so we're gonna quickly discuss Cassie's. She's done. She did the her testimony, her being on the stand now. Like she's done. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the statement that she put out, the statement that her husband Alex Fine put out. And then we're gonna quickly talk about Drake at this point. Like I don't know. It makes me, in a way, it's like it's almost bittersweet for me because it's like I really really used to be a Drake fan. Like when I was like y'all couldn't tell me anything back in middle school. Like the Young Money people, like Nicki, Drake, little, like that was the dream team. And you could not have told me that, oh, like in 2025, like this is the you literally be looking at Drake with disgust. Like you couldn't tell me that back in middle school because I would never believe you. But here we are. Here we are. And then lastly, we're gonna talk about Chris Brown. Chris Brown, oh God, Christopher Brown. That's what I call him, Christopher Brown, because Chris Brown never want to change. So before I continue on with this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's get up to 2,000 subscribers. Let's get the watch time hours up. Okay, please like and share my videos. Let's get into it. Okay, the channel is growing slowly, but it is getting there. But yeah, let's get to the topics at hand. Who should I talk about first? Let me talk about Drake. Let me talk about BBL Drake. God. You could literally, I'm telling y'all, you could not have told me that I would not like Drake in 2025. You could not have told me this, like, middle school me, high school me. Like, I was such a Drake fan, but Drake, it's like ever since he got that porn star pregnant, it's like ever since then. Like, people think that, oh, people started switching on Drake, especially like a few of his friends started switching on Drake doing the Kendrick beef. No, that was like kind of like the cherry on top. But like, I personally kind of fell out, like slowly started falling out with Drake when he got that porn star pregnant. Okay? Because like Drake has just come out, and I know this is not about what I want to talk about because he put up that free Tory Lanez thing, which is what I want to discuss. But like, I want to tell y'all, like, as far as like my inception as to when I really started to kind of become a casual fan of Drake, because it really started when he got that woman pregnant. Because Drake has always had this image that, like he's the good rapper. If y'all remember back in middle school, high school, he was the good rapper. Like he wants to get married, he wants to find love, he wants to find a girl, he wants to, and I bought into that image. Nobody cannot tell me that like the image that a celebrity puts out there definitely it takes an effect. Look at how I look at hallebailey now. In the past, I thought hallebailey was so innocent and so da-da-da and so that. And it's like she got involved with DDG, then she got pregnant out of wedlock, and now I look at her completely differently. The same thing goes with Drake. I just look at him completely differently now. And obviously the whole beef with Kendrick kind of just put the cherry on top, and then now this lawsuit. Like Drake is just a bona fide, certified, not only the P word, but a certified loser. Because he literally went to go put up a post on his Instagram stories talking about some free Tory Lanez and putting up the change.org petition to free Tory Lanez. And it's just like, Drake. And someone said this on X. This is really not about Tory Lanez from Drake's end, if you really think about it. Because let's be, before even Megan Thee Stallion ever became famous, before we ever knew her as a celebrity, Drake did not like Tory Lanez. Y'all need to go back and go watch those old blog posts and clips and videos. Drake and Tory Lanez used to be beefing with each other. They never liked each other. It wasn't until, obviously, when Megan Thee Stallion came into the fray, and she became a celebrity, and when the shooting happened, is where Drake just, not just Drake, but also Chris Brown too. We're going to talk about that later. But like, that's when they all changed their tune. Because when it comes to misogyny and misogynoir, a lot of these like fucking loser, abusive ass men, they unite. Even though, yeah, they might be beefing with each other or something like that. But when it comes to going against a woman, when it comes to throwing women under the bus, they will unite like fucking Voltron, like give me Optimus Prime, okay? Transformers tease. Even though y'all might unify like Transformers, but y'all not giving Optimus Prime, okay? Y'all are not giving Optimus Prime. But y'all united like Voltron. Y'all be united like Voltron against women. And it's like, in a way, it's like, yeah, it's like I don't like Drake anymore, but it's like, damn, like Drake used to be like the ladies' man. Like, I don't, like, that's how I used to remember him as. Like, it's almost like I want to remember Drake as what he used to be or what he used to portray than what he is now. And maybe this is kind of like a cautionary tale as to like, maybe this was maybe who Drake always was. Like, maybe this was who he really is. And now we're just seeing the full factors of his like personality. I don't know, like, I don't know if it's a personality change. I don't know if it's some, but like Drake has been doing a lot of loser shit. Like not just with Megan Thee Stallion, but like with Rihanna, he's been dissing Rihanna. Like hell, he even dissed his own baby mama in a song. Cause you already know Drake regrets the fact that he got that woman pregnant because he knows that it ruined his image as well. It ruined the good boy, good rapper image. And I think he even said in the song, I'm forgetting the song's name, but he even said in the song that he was like, oh, my baby mama, da 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 da. Like, so he was talking ish about her too. He regrets every single day he got a porn star pregnant because he knows that it kind of alienated a good amount of his fans, and one of those fans being me. One of those fans being me. Because I literally do not look at him the same anymore. So really what this is about, I think, well, one, I think that the reason why he even shared that petition is not for Tory Lanez. If we're going to be honest with you, it's not for Tory Lanez. It's just to get under Megan Thee Stallion's skin, because you already know him and Megan also don't get along. He threw shots at Megan Thee Stallion first. Megan Thee Stallion threw shots back at him in his. So now, any moment, any time when like Tory Lanez is in the news, Drake is going to be, you know, antagonizing Megan. This is really about Megan Thee Stallion than it is mostly about Tory Lanez. Because he couldn't, because honestly, let's be very clear. At least Chris Brown, listen, abusers that abuse together stay together, okay? At least for Chris Brown, Chris Brown put his money where his mouth is and gave Tory Lanez, $100,000 or something like that. That's what came out in the court documents, that he borrowed Tory Lanez that money, and like, so at least there's something there. But Drake, you're just talking shit on the internet. That's the thing about Drake. Put your money where your mouth is. If you truly feel as confidently that he's so innocent, okay, go help your homeboy out. Go help your homeboy out when it comes to legal fees and all those different things. When he was struggling, things like that, why didn't you help pay for his legal fees? He had to go to Chris Brown. It's just like, let me just say right then here. This whole situation with the Megan Thee Stallion thing, I'm going to be honest with you. I do believe Tory Lanez shot her. I don't care what nobody says. He shot her. Tory Lanez, if he truly felt that it was Megan's friend Kelsey that did it, why didn't Tory go on the stand to defend himself? People are forgetting. What Tory Lanez just sat there in the court. You know who testified? Megan. You know who testified? Kelsey. We might not like what they had to say, but at least they said something. Tory Lanez just sat there. Didn't testify for himself. Mind you, your life is on the line. 10 years of your life locked up. And you mean to tell me you're not going to go on the stand and defend yourself? Fuck out of here. Let me tell you guys something. Tory Lanez is violent. He did not only just do that harm to Megan Thee Stallion. If y'all remember, he also attacked August Alsina, allegedly. This came after the shooting. Y'all need to go back to that. Didn't he also attack Travis Scott a couple of years ago? So I'm not buying this bullshit that, oh, a bodyguard came out and he's saying that, oh, Kelsey, I think he said, okay, if that's the case, go to court and put the petition. Why are you coming to the media about it? Why are you sending it to blogs? This makes absolutely no sense. This is why I think that there's a lot of attention seeking coming from a lot of these misogynistic men. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. All of y'all going to get what's coming to y'all. If y'all can already see, Tory Lanez got chopped up by that. And listen, I'm not praising that guy that chopped up Tory Lanez in jail, because I heard that he's also, life in prison for, I don't know, allegedly shooting a 13-year-old girl in the face. So I'm not about to be out here caping for that man either. But Tory Lanez getting chopped up in jail, Chris Brown locked up in the UK, and Drake, you going through this lawsuit with UMG, you better hope and pray that the stallion does not send her regards, okay? Because if you really out here thinking that, oh, you just, yeah, nobody can touch. That's the thing about Drake. He's so conceited. He's so conceited. And he really thinks that he's that guy. When it's like, no, bro, you can be replaced just like that. You can be replaced just like that. So keep playing these games. Keep poking the bear and see what happens. And see what happens. He's such a loser to me now. I can't stand Drake now. And you couldn't tell me this a couple of years ago, but like Drake is just cornball, corny, loser. Like we're gonna be singing Not Like Us for the rest of our lives when I can't stand Drake at all, ever. Can't stand him. All right, next let's talk about Cassie. Listen, you know, this week has been a hard week for women. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like the Megan the Stallion, Cassie, hallebailey. Like this has been a rough week. And then if you go online, it's just the incels and the red pills just running rampant. And of course, you have also the pick-me's in there too. They've been running rampant all over the internet. Like people need to take some social media breaks because it's been rough. And listen, I knew it was gonna be rough. When the defense was grilling Cassie, you know, I noticed that there's some people on the internet saying, oh, you know, she's also settled a $10 million lawsuit with the hotel where she was beat up by Diddy. So, oh, she did everything for the money. You know what? Let me see you guys something. If I had to put up with what I had to put up with Diddy for a decade, 10 years, you best to fucking believe. If anything, I don't know why the hell Cassie even said 30 million. I would have won $100 million. Even if not more than that. What I had to put, even though all the money in the world would have never satisfied and pleased me the way it did. But like the saying goes, why can't money also be justice? And that's what happened in this situation. Cassie had her justice. She settled for $20 million, even though I feel like when it came to Diddy, she should have gone for a full $100 million, okay? Go up. I don't know what the hell 30 million is. And then when she sued that hotel, absolutely. You are a hotel. You see a woman getting beat up on your cameras and you don't report it to the cops? You allow Diddy to pay you off? She absolutely deserved that $10 million from the fucking hotel, and she deserved the $20 million, if not more, from Diddy. So y'all trying to make her out to be like, oh, this gold digger, oh, she did it for the money? Fuck out of here. Like, I feel like there's no empathy and no sympathy when it comes to women who go, like, y'all have to remember, Diddy groomed her. He got her when she was 19. And can we also remember, even before Diddy came to the picture, wasn't she also with Ryan, what's his name, Ryan Destiny or something like that? Is that her name? Is that his name? Ryan Destiny or Ryan, whatever the hell? And he was older than her too. So these older men have been like, not to say Ryan Destiny or whatever his name is, Ryan whatever, was preying on but like, a lot of grown men was coming after Cassie. So she probably thought that a lot of these things were normal to her. And she got with Diddy when she was 19. So Diddy was grooming her, especially the first, because this happened the first year they were dating, secretly. And she thought that, okay, well, let me try to make him feel comfortable with his voyeurism thing. And let me just go along to get along, and hopefully, eventually, he'll break out of this and he'll just only want to be with me. And that's not how it ended up. So I just think that people are being truly, truly unfair with Cassie. Especially everything that she had to go through. When she said on that stand, y'all, it makes my skin crawl. Like, I can't, like the horrors. Like, this woman was y'all mean to tell me, like, this woman was out here explaining the sex slavery that she had to go through, and y'all have no sympathy for that? And it makes me even angry too, because, like, especially coming from, like, you know, ethnic backgrounds, the black community is like our ancestors, what they had to go through as well. Not just slavery, a lot of the sex slavery, a lot of the things that, you know, the masters put us through. And for Diddy to also exhibit that onto another human being, at the end of the day, we can only hope and pray that Diddy goes to jail for the rest of his life. Point blank period. I don't care what nobody says. So let's get into Cassie's statement. This week has been extremely challenging, but also remarkably empowering and healing for me. I hope that my testimony gives strength and a voice to other survivors and can help others who have suffered to speak up and also heal from abuse and fear. For me, the more I heal, the more I can remember. And the more I can remember, the more I'll never forget. Okay, so she also said, I want to thank my family and my advocates for their unwavering support, and I'm grateful for the kindness and encouragement that I have received. I am glad to put this chapter of my life to rest as I turn to focus on the conclusion of my pregnancy. I ask for privacy for me and my growing family. Okay, that's from her lawyer. We're also going to talk about Alexander. So I am noticing people too saying, oh, how is Cassie's husband even handling this? Oh, he's probably going to divorce her after this, especially because she was kind of like, especially where allegedly she admitted that she was raped by Diddy, and she was seeing her husband they were dating, and then I guess she like there was a situation. I need to go read the court documents because I don't want to mess it up, but in that whole situation, but let me tell y'all guys something. First of all, even before Diddy got locked up, when that lawsuit came out back in 2023, y'all don't think, y'all mean to tell me y'all gonna say and act as if like the husband didn't know? Like, of course Cassie told her husband everything. She told him everything already. If anything, it was the bad and the ugly and the disgusting and the slavery. She told him everything. Prior to all of us, we're just now finding out. It's 2025. The public is just not finding out. But she been told him. Not only just that, I just think people are not, and this is what I mean. Alex Brown is such a good husband, and I love his statement that he put out. I'm gonna read it. He saw the humanity in Cassie where Diddy didn't. He saw the humanity in Cassie. He saw the morality in Cassie, and he accepted her, and he wifed her up and gave her children. And it almost makes me cry. It almost makes me a little bit emotional thinking about it, because I'm just like, because it's like, unfortunately, there's like a lot of men, like I would say like a collective of men. I won't say all of them, but like a collective that won't, unfortunately, accept women if they've been through something like this. So it almost makes me emotional, because it's like, damn, like there's probably some women who hide their traumas that can't even tell their partners what they went through. And it's like, you have this man where it's like, yes, you can tell him in private, and then when it's time for the court case for you to tell your truth in front of that courtroom, and the whole world is hearing all that. But this man is still standing by your side. Like, to me, that's beautiful. Like, and I hate to give, like, you know, people pats on the back for things that they already should be doing, but because like this doesn't happen as often, it's like, wow, like this is a good man. Like, this is, even though I don't know him personally and things like that, but like, this is, you know, people want men like this. Like, women want men like this who stand by you with the good and the bad and the ugly, like, and they're willing to support you, like, and back you up and be your backbone. Like, that's what people want. Like, that's what women want, you know? And I think that and I said it in my Blake Lively video that I recently did with Justin Baldoni, like, there is this, like, this gender war that's currently going on with, like, men and women. Like, you can even look at it with the Megan Thee Stallion situation, going back to that. Like, the fact that all these men are coming against this one woman, it's like, damn, like, do you know how hurtful that? And on top of that, this is a woman, like, this is a girl, like, what are y'all doing right now? Like, y'all are men. Y'all are supposed to be protecting women. Y'all are men. And this is what y'all doing. Like, y'all arguing with women. Y'all throwing women under the bus. Like, that's not what y'all, like, I don't know. Like, for me, in the household that I grew up, men are supposed to be protecting their household. They're supposed to be protecting their women. They're supposed to be protecting their children. And I'm just noticing, as time goes on, it feels like that especially is deteriorating. And that's why there's this anger and this hatred when it comes to men to women. And now women are just kind of like, you know what, I'm choosing myself. I'm going to, you know, put my peace first and not deal with these men. And they're angry when we do that. So it's like when we have people like Alex Fine who saw the humanity in Cassie and was going to support her throughout the way, and hear all these difficult these are very horrific things that your wife went through, and a lot of men won't be able to handle it. But we can only hope and pray that Alex can, like, not only just, of course, Cassie needs, if anything, Cassie needs to be in therapy for the rest of her life. Trauma therapy, anything, like, especially she was, they admitted that she admitted she was suicidal at one point in 2020. She needs to be in therapy for the rest of her life. Psychotherapy, trauma therapy, do what you need to do. Hell, even if there needs to be a couple steps, do it. Do it. But I also hope that Alex Fine heals from this too, because when your wife hurts, you hurt too. When your wife went through that, especially if you love them, you feel what they're feeling. So it's like, I hope and pray that he also heals from this traumatic, and this is gonna go, not just, because now Cassie's done, but I also heard that Cassie's mom is also going to testify. So hopefully these are going to be like the next 7 weeks of these things. So her name might pop up again in the court, who knows. But Diddy allegedly does have other victims, so we'll see what happens there. But other than that, I hope and pray that these two have peace, that they move forward, they heal. I wish peace for these two. I really do, and their children. I wish peace for them, because she went through too much. She was brainwashed. I actually do feel like Cassie also has some form of Stockholm syndrome when it came to Diddy. Because there was some things where because like even the towards like her last testimony where the defense was grilling her, where she said that allegedly Diddy raped her, and then she went back to Diddy to have consensual sex. So at first I was like, what the hell? Like, he just raped you. But for someone who has been, especially 10 years, and you've been used to a kind of like traumatic, like horrific, dehumanizing lifestyle, she probably thought that, yes, the rape was horrible, but at the time, maybe she thought that it was also normal for what he did, forcibly taking it from her. So she was like, okay, well, let me go love back on him again. To me, that's like some form of Stockholm syndrome. So I think she also definitely has some Stockholm syndrome. She needs help. She needs psychotherapy. She needs help. And stay in therapy for the rest of your life, because we don't. This was a lot. She is scarred. And hopefully those scars heal, and But let's talk about the husband's statement, because I know I talked a lot. I wasn't expecting to talk this much, because I am very passionate about this. But over the past 5 days, the world has gotten to witness the strength and bravery of my wife freeing herself from her past. There has been speculation online surrounding how it must feel to me to sit there and listen to my wife's testimony. I have felt so many things sitting there. I felt tremendous pride and overwhelming love for Cass. I felt profound anger that she was subjected to sitting in front of a person who tried to break her. So to him and all of those who helped him along the way, please know this: you did not break her spirit nor her smile that lights up every room. You did not break the souls of a mother who gives the best hugs and plays and silliest games with our little girls. You did not break the woman who has made me a better man, he said. I did not save Cassie. That's always something that I always say, like, oh my God, Alex Fine saved Cassie. But this is what he had to say. I did not save Cassie, as some have said. To say that is an insult to the years of painful work my wife has done to save herself. Cassie saved Cassie. She alone broke free from the abuse, coercion, violence, and threats. She did the work of fighting the demons that only a demon himself could have done to her. All I have done is love her as she has loved me. Her life is now surrounded by love, laughter, and in our family. This horrific chapter is forever put behind us, and we will not be making additional statements. We appreciate all of the love and support we have received, and we ask that you respect our privacy as we welcome our son into the world that is now safer because of his mom. Beautifully said. And we have no other choice but to stand for this couple, okay? May they last forever. Like, it's just everything that they went through. Like, this was a lot. Lastly, let's talk about Christopher Brown. Listen, at what point, it's like anger, then I go, become, and then anger again. Not anger, but it's just at this point, You know, Christopher is about to be what, 40? And he's not too far from 40, if I'm not. How old is Christopher Brown? Is he 38 or something? He must be around there, near 40. At what point is Chris Brown gonna grow up? You know, we make excuses for Chris. Not we, yes, the fans, but the industry too. They make excuses for Chris Brown a lot. They make excuses. Rihanna, Karrueche, the alleged incident that happened with Tiana Taylor, Usher allegedly. You know, Frank Ocean, like the GMA thing, throwing the chair across the window, like Quavo, like this man. It's like every couple of years we get something from the news when it comes to him. And at what point is he gonna ask himself, when is he going to grow up? When? Because you're in your 30s, you're about to turn 40 soon. So when is that going to be done? Because this man is literally, Chris Brown currently, right now, is locked up in the UK for allegedly beating, I think, a music producer or a producer back in 2023. They said that he beat him up so bad that I don't know, something happened with his tendons or something. Something happened with his tendons, got torn. And Chris Brown ended up fleeing the country when he had a court case due in the UK for that. He never showed up. Mind you, hear how stupid this is. He never showed up. He has a tour currently. He's traveling around the globe doing his tour, and he thought that, oh, well, that incident happened in 2023, so they won't do anything about it now. He lands in the UK in 2025, and they arrest him for the incident in 2023 because he skipped court and because he didn't show up for any of the court proceedings concerning that alleged incident that happened in 2023. At what point are we going to, as a society, like, not as a, listen, at this point, I'm not really too much of a big, like, I don't listen to Christopher Brown like that at all as it is. But like, at what point are we going to tell this man to grow up? Or for him to grow up? He has what, 3 kids now? You have a daughter, you have a son. I think he has another son, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. A daughter, I don't know. And it's just like, y'all guys can't sit up and say here that Christopher does not have a aggressive, like, violent behavior thing. Like, I don't know if he's going to therapy. I don't know if he goes to anger management. I'm not sure. But at what point is this man going to grow up? And then his fans keep making excuses for him. So it's like, they said that they're going to leave him there until, he's going to be locked up in the UK until June 11th. And now literally his fans are like complaining about, oh my God, but I bought tickets to the UK, da-da-da. Well, try to go get your refund. Try to go, you know, I hope y'all put some insurance on them tickets, because especially if you get them from Ticketmaster, you ain't getting them tickets, that money back at all. Like, this man really thought that he can skip a court case from a different country, and then he was like, okay, let me go back to that country and do a tour, and nothing will happen to me. Like, did you see the stupidity of this? And then on top of that, you're out here supporting Tory Lanez, talking about some free Tory Lanez, when you got your own situation. Instead of focusing on your own problems, you're worrying about a Tory Lanez thing. God, y'all, it's just, this week has been just, this was a week. This was definitely a week, and hopefully next week we get something. We need something better, but then again, the steady trial is still going on, so these next 7 to 8 weeks is just, God. Anyway, I can't no more. Like, I can't. Anyway, y'all, you guys tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let's get up to 2,000 subscribers. Please like and share my videos, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.